What if everything you've been told about Earth is a lie? What if the globe you saw in school was a cover-up? What if space travel, gravity, and the spinning Earth were all part of an elaborate illusion? What if the world you think you know was actually flat? Sounds insane? That's exactly what millions of people around the world believe, and they have proof. From ancient maps and shadow experiments to wild conspiracy theories and failed laser tests. Today on FactoRealm, we're diving into one of the internet's most infamous ideas, flat Earth. Why do some people believe it? What does science actually say? And why does this bizarre theory still have such a strong grip on the internet? You might laugh at first, but by the end of this video, you'll realize this theory isn't just about the shape of our planet. It's about how we think, what we trust, and how far people will go to defend a belief. Let's explore one of the strangest, most persistent myths of modern time and why it refuses to die. The ancient belief that refused to die. Thousands of years ago, long before rockets and satellites, people believed Earth was flat, simply because it looked that way. There were no horizons curving away, just oceans that stretched forever, and skies that rose above them. Many cultures had their own version. A disk floating on water, a world carried on the back of a giant turtle. Some even believed in a literal edge, where ships would fall off into nothingness. But not everyone agreed. Greek thinkers like Eratosthenes conducted clever experiments like measuring shadows in two different cities on the same day. The result? The shadows were different lengths. Why? Because Earth curves. That was over 2,000 years ago, and it was one of the first major clues that the Earth was round. The space age and the rise of doubt. Fast forward to today, with satellites orbiting the Earth and astronauts live streaming from space. You'd think this debate would be over, right? Think again. Thanks to the internet, the flat Earth theory didn't die, it resurged. YouTube videos, social media posts, viral debates, suddenly millions of people were claiming that everything we knew about our planet was fake. They argue that NASA faked the moon landing, that Earth is actually a flat disk surrounded by a wall of ice, that gravity is an illusion, and the government is hiding the truth. And you know what's even crazier? Some of them back it up with experiments. The experiments that backfire. Flat earthers love to run tests, especially with lasers, levels, and balloons. But one of the most famous tests? A laser experiment over a flat lake. The idea: if Earth is flat, the beam should stay perfectly level. Spoiler alert, it didn't. The beam curved, matching exactly what science predicted for a round Earth. In fact, in one documentary, a flat earther ran a light experiment. And when it didn't prove his theory, he muttered, "Well, that's interesting." Even his own test proved him wrong. What about the edge? Flat Earth believers claim the planet is surrounded by an enormous wall of ice, like something straight out of Game of Thrones. They say this ice wall holds in the oceans and prevents anyone from falling off. Some even claim governments are secretly guarding it 24/7. But no one, not one person, has ever photographed or visited this so-called edge. Why? Because it doesn't exist. Planes fly around the world. Satellites orbit it. Ships cross from continent to continent. Everything works perfectly if Earth is round. Why do people still believe it? This isn't just about the shape of the Earth. It's about belief, identity, and a deep-rooted distrust of authority. Psychologists say flat Earth belief is often fueled by motivated reasoning, the tendency to twist evidence to fit what you already want to believe. In a world full of misinformation, conspiracy theories give people a sense of control, of being in the know, while the rest of the world is asleep. And the flat Earth theory? It offers a simple, powerful narrative. They lied to you. But now you know the truth. The stunning truth about Earth. Here's the thing. The real Earth, our spinning, blue-green sphere, is more amazing than any conspiracy. You can see it in the way time zones work, in how the moon casts curved shadows during an eclipse, in how ships disappear over the horizon. You can even see Earth's curve if you go high enough. And you don't need to be an astronaut. Pilots, physicists, sailors, and satellites all rely on the round Earth model every day because it works. No lies, no tricks, just science. So is the Earth flat? Of course not. But the fact that people still believe it in the age of live space feeds and global navigation shows just how powerful belief can be. It's not just about science, it's about how we think, what we trust, and how we find truth in a noisy world. Which flat Earth claim surprised you the most? Or have you ever debated someone who believed in it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this breakdown from FactoRealm, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover more of the world's weirdest truths. Until next time, stay curious, stay weird.